something I believe in. The only place to go is where my heart beats faster.
What is going on, guys? It is me, Quicken, and welcome back to a brand new video on my channel. Today starts the brand new career mode we have in place. Yesterday I held a live stream and you guys helped me out a ton. I didn't know which team to choose, so I held a live stream. You guys helped me and we chose Bayern Leverkusen to do this career mode with. Thank you so much, and I'm very excited to be doing this career mode. I already have the squad in place and we have some shortlisted players who want to get into the squad ASAP. This is going to be a lot of fun. If you guys go on to enjoy today's episode, make sure to slap a like, leave a comment down below of any other players you should sign, and make sure to subscribe if you are new. I'm back and I'm happy I am as well. So let's get into the squad. Alright, here we go. We have a 4-2-3-1 formation. We have a very good goalkeeper, Bernd Leno. He is not going to be going anywhere. He's going to stay here and he's going to be a key part of this team. 83 rated, such a good young player and goalkeeper that will be world class in the future. He's already really good. Imagine how good he's going to be in the future. We got the defensive line of Wendel, we got Papadopoulos, Toprak, and Hilbert. Now, we really do need a backup fullback because we only have two very good center backs, Jonathan Tah and Tim Yevai. They're very good center backs. Yevai can play as a right back, but honestly, we need a better backup fullback, more preferably a right back because Hilbert is kind of old. He's 30 years old, so we need a new right back. We're going to be looking for a new replacement there. Now we move on to the midfield. We have Bender and Campbell as the defensive mids. That looks very, very good. We got Brandt as the left mid, and we have Bellarabi, one of the key players of this team, playing as right mid. Calhanoglou as the cam. He is the player of the team. And as well, we have Chicharito Hernandez, who's been tearing it up in the Bundesliga this year, and he's going to be our starting striker. Now, we do also need a new winger, and I'm talking about the left mid. We can't put Campbell to play as left mid, and we could bring in a player to play as defensive mid like Kramer, but I would rather bring in a better left mid that we can sign that will help out on this swing, because Campbell is a decent defensive mid. He has very good pace, good shooting, but I want him to stay here because I like defensive mids that are fast, and he's going to really help out there. So I want him to stay, so we're going to look for a left mid, and we are also going to look for a backup striker. I like Kiesling, but he's a target man type of player, and I don't really like players that can't move that much. So he will be used in this career mode, but we might be selling him next season or even in the January transfer window. So these are the players we shortlisted. You guys helped me out, and these are the players you guys want in the team. We got Dragowski, who you guys really want in the team because we don't have such a good backup goalkeeper. Bernd Leno will be playing most of the games, but I need a backup keeper just in case for when he's tired. So Dragowski would be a very good replacement. We got Ricardo Van Rijn, Kenny Tete, and Miguel Layun, the Mexican beast, as the fullbacks we could get to join our squad. We have two very young ones, Van Rijn and Kenny Tete from Ajax, and Miguel Layun, who's a little older. He is on loan, so we can't go for him this season. So we're not going to be going for him this transfer window. But we do have Gonzalo Guedes, Leroy Sané, Riyad Mahrez, Ricardo Quaresma. We have a lot of wingers that could join this team. We also have Hesse, and I'm really, really excited to see which winger we get. Gonzalo Guedes is young, high potential, and we also have Leroy Sané, who's high rated, very good potential as well. Or we could get a player like Riyad Mahrez, and he would link up beautifully with Calhanoglou. Those two would do so good together. And we have a 5-star skiller who I wanted, who was Ricardo Quaresma. He is a little older, but he brings experience to the team. He played for teams like Inter, Barcelona, and that just shows the top quality player he is. Yuri Tielemans, Hector Herrera, two good center mids we could bring into the squad. But honestly, we don't need a center mid or center defensive mid right now. I would look later on to get one, but right now those positions are freaking full. We also have two other wingers we could get, Felipe Anderson, Irving Lozano, and Felipe Anderson, there's no words to explain how good he is. He is such a good talent, and I would really love to see him in this career mode. And now we'll move on to strikers. So Mauro Icardi, Kevin Volin, and Milik are some strikers we could bring in as backups, and Hesse could also play as one too. So I'm very excited to see what we're going to do. Kevin Volin is $21 million in value, so that's a lot of money. Could get a cheaper option like Milik, but we're going to see what the budget has in store. We do have like $31 million in the bank, so we're going to go ahead and make some signings right now because we have tons of money and I want to upgrade the squad. Our squad is really thin. Like, just look at it. it's really thin, and we need to make a lot of signings. Look at that. We do have a good amount of players that could play, but it's very thin, so we need to sign players ASAP. So the first position we need to fill in desperately is the right back position. So we're going to go for Ricardo van Rijn, and we put a bid of $8 million. I know that's not that much, but I want to test the waters, and I want to see how much Ajax wants for him. So we're going to submit that offer, and we're going to see what Ajax says about that. Now, just in case we can't get Ricardo van Rijn, we put a 2.5 million bid for Kenny Tete, and Ajax just developed so many good fullbacks. They're so good on developing players. Now we got Gonzalo Guedes. He is a very good player, high potential, but he will not be going into the starting 11. So I honestly think of just loaning him in for a year to see how good he is, and then if I like him, I'll sign him later on. So we're gonna put a 1-year loan deal here and see if they do accept that. Hopefully Benfica does. Now move on to Leroy Sané, and he is going to cost a lot of money because he has high potential. He's really good, and he's from Schalke. So we're going to have to put a good bid in here. We're going to put a bid of 10 million, and hopefully Schalke does like that offer. I know that's not that much, but we don't have a lot of money to, you know, splash out right now. So now we move on to Riyad Mahrez. He's doing really good at Leicester, and I'm going to put another bid of 10 million. And we'll see what they say about that. Now, Ricardo Quaresma is a little older, so we're going to put a bid of 9 million. He's not playing for such a good team either, so hopefully they do like this offer. 9 million for Quaresma. Now, this is a signing that could possibly be one of the most important ones in this career mode. Felipe Anderson, 22 years of age. We're going to put a bid of 16 million, and I don't want to go over 20 to get this guy because 20 million will be a lot. Now we move on to striker. We're going to try to go and get Milik as our backup. We can't because he recently arrived, so that just sucks. I really wanted him. Kevin Volland costs a lot. I know Icardi is going to cost a lot too. Should we get Kevin Volland? He's a very good player. I know how he plays. He's very good, but we just don't have the money to get him right now. 21 million is the highest we're going to go to get him. Since we put 21 million for Kevin Volland, we might as well put a good bid here of 17 million for Mauro Icardi from Inter Milan. Very good young Argentinian. He could help out the team a lot. And lastly, the last player we're going to go for is Jesse Rodriguez. He plays for Real Madrid. Very good young talent. 17 million as well. And Real Madrid has a lot of talent in their squad, so hopefully they can let go of him because he's not going to get a lot of play time either way. These are the objectives we have for this season. For the league, we have to qualify for the Champions Cup, so that's very realistic. I like that, but I would really like to get into that second place spot or even win the league because we have a very good squad. Domestic Cup objective is to reach the round of 16. Are you serious? I think we could do a lot better in the Domestic Cup than what they have planned for us. And for the European Cup is to reach the knockout stage. So that's realistic. Let's try to get past the knockout stages and probably make it at least to a quarterfinal. That's what I want to do. So now we get a bunch of mail back. We have some accepted, some rejected, some unacceptable. So those teams who say it's unacceptable, they do want to negotiate, but they want a better price. So let's see what we got here. We're going to go up, and we have Real Madrid accepting the offer for Jesse. We put a bid of 17 million, I believe, and I actually think that's actually a good amount for Jesse because he's a very good player. He's actually pretty high rated for his age, so he wants 90k a year. I think that is good enough. 4 years, and he's going to be a crucial first team player because he could play as a left mid or a striker, but just in case, important first team player. Hopefully Jesse wants to move to Bayern Leverkusen. Thank God that Benfica accepted the offer for the loan deal. We're going to accept that, and he's going to be a good winger we could use to help out in the squad. When we have cup games, he's going to help out a ton. Now we have the teams that rejected our offers for their players. So we have Mauro Icardi. They rejected the offer. Kevin Volland, Hoffenheim said it's unacceptable. Let's see how much they want. And hopefully it is a lot. It is $40.5 million. That is too much. I don't think we're going to be able to get my man Kevin Volland. So I tried, but 40.5 million is just too much. Now for Mauro Icardi, they rejected it, but we're going to try to put in a player here, and that player is going to be Steven Kiesling. Why not? We're going to try to put him in, 17 million plus Kiesling, and hopefully Inter Milan at least budge. For Felipe Anderson, it's going to be too much money. We're going to stop going for him because Hesse already accepted, or Real Madrid already accepted our offer. And Quaresma, we won't need him because Hesse might be on his way to our club. When it comes to training, these are the players I will be training most of the time. We got Julian Brandt, Calhanoglou, who's barely 21, 79 overall rated. I want him to get at least up to an 83 because he is a very good player. And we have Jonathan Tah, who will be rotating with Tinieva in these trainings. Two very good center backs. They have a lot of potential, so I can't wait to see how they grow in this season. More transfer news on the way. Leicester rejected it. Riyad Mahrez is going to cost too much, so we're not going to go for him anymore. For Leroy Sané, they say they want 17 million, and that's how much we're going to pay for Hesse, who is a lot better than Sané. So sorry, Sané. We might go for you if we can't go through with the deal with Hesse. Now, Ajax rejected the offer for Kenny Tete. We wanted to give him 2.5 for him, and they just rejected it. But we get the good news that Ajax was happy with the offer we gave Ricardo van Rijn for 8 million, and he wants 50 grand a week, 3 years, and he is going to be a squad rotation player if he isn't as high rated as Hilbert, who we have playing as our fullback. And Inter once again rejected it, so we're not going to get Mauri Icardi. That is just sad. Now, I will be simming these friendlies, and the reason is because I really want to get these signings underway. So we're going to sim this match, and if we make it to the semis or final, I will be playing those matches, and we do need the extra money. So hopefully we do well. First game versus Malaga. Let's see how we do. So far, we get a yellow card for Papadopoulos. Campbell scores. He's playing as defensive mid, but he still goes up and scores a goal. And we have Calhanoglou scoring in the 38th minute. That's looking really good, and it does look like we'll be beating Malaga in this first game. We do concede. I didn't want Bernd Leno to concede because he is such a good keeper, but we concede and we don't keep the clean sheet. Bellarabi comes in, he makes a goal, 3-1, and we win the game. So we get the first 3 points of this friendly. Hesse hits back, and he says that he just loves living in Madrid, but he could be persuaded. So I think he's going to be persuaded with a bigger role in the team. So 90 grand, crucial first team player. We're just going to give him like $2,000 more to make him happy. And we'll see what he says about that. I really want to get him because 17 million is really cheap for a player like him. Now we make our first permanent signing, Ricardo van Rijn from Ajax. We're going to pay 8 million. He's going to be making 50 grand a week. And he is a very good fullback that will be joining our squad. And I have very high hopes from in our team. So let's see how he slots into our team. I want to see how high rated he is. He's 74 rated. So I kind of feel like we overpaid for him now. I feel really stupid. 74 rated for Ricardo van Rijn. I thought he was at least a 76. Ooh, that is disappointing. But he will be coming onto the bench. 74 rated. He has a lot of potential, so I'm not that mad, but it looks like Hilbert will be playing most of the games as right back, and Ricardo van Rijn, I feel like we overpaid. It sucks. I'm sorry, man. I thought he was higher rated. We did really well in the first friendly of this cup, and we won 3-1. Now we move on to a team from Chile. We have University of Chile, or Universidad, I think, of Chile, and it's 0-0 so far, and they have a player injured. We do pick up 2 yellow cards. Jonathan Tah, who came into the game playing as center back, and Calhanoglou left the game as well. Kiesling gets a yellow card, and it looks like we are going to draw. A disappointing draw. I thought we were going to win this game, but that gives us 4 points in our group. Let's see how we're holding up now. Now with that draw, we are in second place. Boca Juniors is in first. They have a better goal difference, but if we win our next game versus them, we'll get first place and we'll move on in this cup competition. Jesse Rodriguez accepted the offer. They're going to be paying 17 million. He's going to be making 92 grand a week, and this could be a realistic signing. The reason is because Jesse is a good player, but he's underused at Real Madrid. When you have players like Ronaldo, Bale, and Benzema, you don't have enough time to develop your young players who are already really good, and Jesse could come to Bayern Leverkusen, who's doing really well, and they have a lot of young players. So Jesse could be coming to Leverkusen in real life, but in this career mode, he's coming and he's going to help out our team so much. But he's 78 rated, and he's going to be coming into that starting 11, and look at how good our squad is looking. The midfield looks nice. We have Jesse on the left, Bellarabi on the right, Calhanoglou in the middle, and we have Campbell and Bender, the team is looking extremely well. Now I want to get a backup striker either way, even if he's low rated. So we're going to look at our scout to see which players he brought in, and we're going to see some players I want to get. Fakir is going to cost too much, so we can't get him. Ben Yedder is going to cost too much as well, but we could go for a swap deal for a player we might not use this season. But then again, our team is really thin, so I don't think we're going to go and swap any players. We could go for Timo Werner, 19 rated. He's a striker. He plays for Stuttgart. Hopefully he's not on loan right now. He's not. We're going to try to go for him, and he's German as well. So we're going to go and give him everything we have, 6 million. And we'll see what Stuttgart say about that offer. I actually want to negotiate with Stuttgart for Timo Werner. He could be a good player we get, and I'm honestly gonna try to loan him in for 1 year, and we're gonna see what Stuttgart say about that. I do want to buy him, but we don't have the funds to do that right now, and I don't think swapping a player is gonna work out. So 1 year loan deal for Timo Werner, that would be exceptional if he came to our squad. We also have Olympique saying that that would be a good offer for them. He wants 20 grand, 25 grand. We're just gonna give him 20 grand. And if that loan deal does not go through, I guess we're gonna have to get this kid into our squad, and we're not gonna specify his role in the team. So let's see if we can get a striker. I really want one. And now we have a game versus Boca Juniors. I'm gonna sim it, and hopefully we win, because if Chile win their game and we lose, we're gonna get knocked out of this competition. All right, here's a big game. Are we gonna go through to the next round of this cup competition? We score the goal with Kiesling, 1-0. Things are looking good. Kiesling with another one in the 25th minute, and we could get the first place spot in our group if we win this game. I don't think we're gonna concede 2 goals right now. Damn it, Calhanoglou, 3-0, 4-0, and we lead our group, and we're continuing on in this cup. Honestly, we should have gotten first, and we do get first, and I'm happy because now we get some extra money in the freaking squad. So our next game is going to be versus Zenit in the semifinals. I'm going to sim that match, and if we win, we're either going to face Fiorentina or Boca Juniors in the finals. So Fiorentina is the most possible team we're going to face, so we're going to go ahead and prepare for them in the final. But let's go ahead and sim this next game. We have our first transfer offer of the season. It's for Omerto Prak. I'm going to reject all offers because he is the best defender we have, and he's been playing for Bayer Leverkusen for 2 or 3 years, maybe 2, but he's already a cemented player, and I'm not going to be getting rid of him. Stuttgart rejected the loan deal that we wanted, so we're going to give him $8 million. Since we have extra money in the bank, we're going to go put $8 million, and Stuttgart need to accept this because we don't have any more money. This is the hardest competition we have so far in this cup tournament. It's versus Zenit. It's the semifinals, and we need to win. Calhanoglou already scores a goal. Bender gets a yellow card. We're going to sim it. We win 2-0, but Papadopoulos gets an injury. We're going to check up on it, and hopefully he's only out for a week or 2 because he is a key defender on our defensive line. So let's see what happened. He's gonna be out for 2 months. Are you freaking kidding me? I thought it was gonna be a week or 2, but it's 2 months, and now we have to put in a new player to play his position. Thank God we have 2 very talented defenders that could come in. We have Tinyevai and Jonathan Top, but Papadopoulos already picking up an injury. That's not gonna help out our season whatsoever. But the good news is that since we made it through, we get $3 million extra, and now we can actually have the money to sign Timo Werner if they reject our $8 million bid.